Hey, what's going on, guys? So I've been promising a lot of you for about the last 4.5-ish years that I was going to do a follow-up video on my how to paint a rifle Realtree Camo, and I'm just now getting around to that. I'm so sorry. But anyway, I am going to show you what I've done here. You know, a lot of the comments I got back were the exact same things that I was thinking, which are that matte finish you put on it is not matte at all. It's shiny, and it actually ruined the whole effect of the camo. So I've changed that. A couple other things, I've changed the scope. And yeah, this will be nice to show you how the paint stood up, right? It's been 4.5 years of banging around in the bush, and I'll let you know how this Krylon product has stood up to the test of time. So, walk you around the rifle here and show you what's going on with it. Right, so here we are. Now the first thing you're probably going to notice is I've added a new scope. So this is a Nikon Buckmaster. This Savage came with a scope previously. I think it was a Bushnell that I had painted. Anyway, now I've got this all black Nikon scope on it. Now in order to add some dull effect to this whole paint job, what I did was I took this pattern, right? Kind of you see this pattern used in military camo and stuff. It was nothing more than a piece of paper that I printed out from the World Wide Web, and I cut it out with an X-Acto knife, and I laid it over that shiny, quote unquote, matte finish that my gun had, the clear coat, and just dusted it with this. So I think it actually, obviously turned out really well in my opinion, but gave it a really neat effect. And I used that beige camo color to do it. So yeah, I left the clip black. Other than that, now as far as how it stood up, right, I've obviously taken a hit here, but overall, you know, this gun's banged around on my shoulder for many, many miles, and it has stood up very, very well. Maybe a little chip here. But yeah, like I said in my last video, you know, 20 bucks, you've made way worse mistakes with $20. Trust me when I say that. And it's a heck of a lot cheaper than buying a actual camo stock from the local hunt and hook store. So yeah, that's what I did to dull it up. So I didn't sand it, I didn't nothing. I just laid that pattern over top of the stock and the barrel and everything else I wanted painted, and dusted it with that beige color. So I mean, yeah, here I guess you can see there's still some shiny portions, but you know, you can really get carried away and mess your whole camo job up if you start laying too much paint on it. So this helped dull it back down to the matte finish that I wanted in the first place. Okay, quick little follow-up of the other side of the gun. As you can see, like I mentioned, it stood up really, really well. This paint is tough. So this is 4.5 years on. And like I say, countless miles in the bush, banging around on trees and in and out of my side-by-side. I mean, it's been tested hard. Great, so in closing, would I recommend doing this? 1000%. This is the easiest, cheapest, most economical way that you can obtain a camo stock barrel, whatever it is that you want to paint on your gun. And it stands up really good. I mean, this paint is super tough. You know, I haven't thrown this thing out of the box of my truck onto a gravel road and seen if it would stand up to that, but I've pretty much done everything else, right? This thing's gotten set down in creek beds, obviously on my shoulder, it's been banged around on tree branches, and it stood up very, very, very well. So highly recommend the paint. It's tough stuff. Yeah, and it's a cheap and easy way of getting a camo gun. Like I said in my first video, you know, this isn't an expensive gun. I bought it on sale. Didn't have a lot of money tied up in it. I don't know. Maybe I'd go and paint my Tika as well. I like it black. But anyway, like I say, this is a great way of obtaining a camo gun for not a lot of capital outlaid. So I hope this video helps a bunch of you guys out there. My apologies again for not getting after this sooner. But I guess it worked out in our favor because 4.5 years on, you got to see how well the paint stood up. So thanks very much for watching, guys. As always, questions and comments are always welcome. Hit me up in the comments section below and I will answer any questions you may have. So thanks very much for watching. Hope this video finds you well. Take care.